VINCENZO'S Go Crypto Investing, where you like, subscribe, and share for a one-of-a-kind company-made computer software program, trading alert, and technical analysis of company philosophy. And that's right, I am your most trusted source of information on blockchain and cryptocurrency breaking news. And this is what separates Vincenzo's Go Crypto Investing from the charlatans, snake oil salesmen, and YouTube hustlers that are out there trying to fleece, heist, and shiest the retail trader and investor, right? Is truth and integrity and what we do. And when you think of Vincenzo's Go Crypto Investing and Jabroni Killers, you think of integrity, truth, honesty that we've brought back into the cryptocurrency and blockchain technology, the gold and silver bullion, the stock market, and the rest of the things that we do here at this operation. You think of old Vincenzo, you think integrity, and you think of honesty and truth. And most important overall is integrity and what we do. Point updates that there is in YouTube and in the cryptocurrency sphere. And what we also do here with members of Jabroni Killers is we diagnose and sniff out and detect the people that manipulate the market, and we have an understanding of how and why and when they manipulate, so we understand the language that they speak, and it gives us 69 steps ahead of the competition, an advantage on them, because we understand what's going on, right? And we also can spot out the charlatans and the snake oil salesmen that are out there, like the Crypto Nicks and the Trevon James and the BConnect individual that was hustling BitConnect back in 2016 and 2017. And then when it went belly up, all the people lost all their money, because they were watching these charlatans and snake oil salesmen sell them a pile of shit, that they had it wrapped up in a beautiful bow tie, but that beautiful bow tie was still a big pile of horse manure, and that's what ended up happening. They all lost their money. So you have to be on top of your game, my listeners out there, right? My new listeners and people that are just listening to this, you must. I repeat, you must. Yeah, that's right, you I'm talking to. You must be on top of your game, so you don't get fleece, heisted, and shysted by the charlatans that are out there, that are lurking under every rock, on every channel, and every turn, and every click, to try to fleece, heist, and shyst you and keep you running around in circles, lost and confused little sheep being herded around at their convenience, right? And that's why Vincenzo gives you simple, super simple, easy trading setups. And if you look at the daily time frame, you can see we only have a few indicators, right? We're going to pull up our industry exclusive and now YouTube trending perching tool, right? We use our volume indicator that tells you where the buyers and sellers are, right? Buyers in green, sellers in orange. And then we use our volume, the mean of the volume that's just built into the volume indicator that we put on there. And then fib circles that we use, and patterns when we know there's a pattern. Like right here, we had a rising wedge when Vincenzo came out back in here last year. We're almost at our 1 year anniversary, and another pattern with a falling channel. That's all we use, right? And then the moving averages. I like the 50, the 100, and the 200. And we have a simple, clean, beautiful, gorgeous, stunning chart, technical chart that is simple and easy to understand the playbook, right? If it's too complicated and you got all these wicked gadgets on there that is mostly like window dressing in a football game, it's just there for flash and show to try to get you. They're selling you. It's just nonsense. You need a simple chart. The retail trader needs a simple, easy chart to read and to utilize to run the play, right? That's what you need. And then you can build it as you learn with the knowledge and education that you need to trade this market and all markets, right? Because it's all heavily manipulated. Once you start to build that knowledge and understanding on how to build and trade technically, you can start making it slightly more complicated. But still, you don't want to make it too complicated, because that defeats the purpose of a smooth, simple trading chart. And that's what we use at Vincenzo's Go Crypto Investing. And we just stick to the game plan. And once you have that game plan, you have that outlook. And when you have that outlook and you execute a simple game plan, you profit more than you lose. And that's what we try to do here in the technical trading style and setup and philosophy, right? You can see we had a rising wedge up there. Become members of Jabroni Killers and get the first mover advantage. As we're building a nice community over there, and it's just going to be growing as the days and weeks and months go on, right? Before you know it, we'll have a year's worth of content. But we had a rising wedge up here where you have a base, right? That's wider, and then a duck's beak at the end, right? And then that's a bullish it's a bullish continuation pattern, right? That's something we teach at Jabroni Killers. But it's a topping reversal pattern, meaning they got to come down at least to retest in a bull market to continue to the upside. But they almost always come down. In this case, it came all the way down to the neckline, right? Then you had another pump, and you were in a rising, I deleted that on accident. You were in a rising channel on the way up, like you're in a rising channel on the way down, and now you try to trade out of it, and that's where this comes into. And this is why you always start from the far out time frame and work your way in, because that makes it super simple and easy to trade a manipulated market where you got to be on point on your game, right? Because if you don't understand what we just talked about, how we got to where we are in this mini consolidation now, this is what you call a continuation pattern. Off of that falling channel that we just looked at, off those two peaks, now on the second falling channel, after it just broke the rising channel, you're trying to break out of this falling channel. And now we formed a symmetrical triangle, which is a neutral continuation pattern. And a symmetrical triangle is different than a rising wedge, even though the formation looks the same. A rising wedge has uptrending resistance and uptrending support. A symmetrical triangle, conversely, has descending upper resistance and ascending lower support, right? And it's a neutral continuation pattern, right? And this is forming after you tried to break out right here off of the rising wedge, or the falling channel, not rising wedge, the falling channel that's in blue, where your resistance is here and your support's down there. You see, we finally, after a month, 2 months of getting rejected by it, if we scrolled out, you finally blew up past it after you got rejected initially by the 200, then you pumped up and blew by it, then you pumped all the way up to your regional high and traded back down, and look at that, you wicked all the way down where we have the red arrow, back testing now what used to be upper resistance, resistance back there, wicks all the way down, holds as support, confirming a breakout, and then you have a nice massive pump up to a local top, double top, and then a rejection where you're building your base now of a support, higher low, higher low, higher low, right? So this is the triangle you're in, and now you just pumped up yesterday and overnight and hit upper resistance again last night, traded quickly back down to the 200-day and the 2-hour and 3-hour, but the 200-day held. And now as we zoom in here and isolate in, that's right, Vincenzo said isolate in a little bit closer, and that's exactly what we're going to do. See how super simple and easy this manipulated market is to trade when you have it broken down in an easy, non-biased, someone to just show it to you, right? In a simple way. We don't change these lines. If you look at my chart from yesterday, last week, last month, and last year, fib circles don't change. Patterns don't change until they break and confirm, and then we just fade them out as the price action continues on. The moving averages stay the same. We're not moving our lines every day because Vincenzo is a technical trader, and in a technical trading world, you have to be in a far out time frame pattern, and then you zoom in closer and get your hour time frame in. But the overall pattern's the same. You don't bounce around stuff, and it's a simple area to see if your pattern's working, right? Like this has been the same since we were down here. It pumped, got rejected up here. We didn't move anything. It came back down, got supported, came back up, now got rejected, and we're not moving anything until this pattern breaks, right? That's how you got to be a technical trader. And now you would expect it to maybe come back up here, but with only slight volume increase and only one real candle, everything else is subsiding. If it trickles back up, you would expect it to get topped out like it's been doing. And I think it's trading back down towards the green arrow. Even if I'm not saying it's not going to come up here. It could come up here. It might come up here. Probably will come up here. But I think this is going to top you out up into here, and then it's going to send you back down, unfortunately, right? And what did I do with my rings? I know I faded. I hope I didn't delete them. Did I delete my beautiful rings? Nope, there's one. I just faded them out into the background. But it's so hard. There. Oh, it got it. It grabbed it. See this? There's the all I do with the rings. We just fade them in and out when we don't need them. But you see that's the orange ring that's been critical support resistance, right? Where you keep bouncing off it. And there's a blue ring that's in the background that I'll get on there again. I just faded it out because we were I was doing stuff, right? And we'll put it back on there. And these are, I mean, it doesn't get any simpler than this at Vincenzo's Gold Crypto Investing. You need to become members of Jabroni Killers. Again, XRP is in a similar symmetrical triangle, but in a much longer time frame. This is a 11-month symmetrical triangle versus and you can see this whole time when it broke down out of here, right? We didn't change it and it came up and it came down. We haven't changed it because this is still the pattern. It threatened to break out here, but then came back in and it hasn't confirmed another breakdown or a breakout, and it's still the ongoing pattern. And the pattern is if you hold the 74 cents, you can still pump to upper resistance at a descending 91 cents, right? If you fall and break 74, your next support is 63. And then if you fail that, eventually a short-term target on a way to a pattern breakdown, but the short-term target would be 47 cents, right? Upper resistance is 91 cents. XLM is the same thing. You were in a symmetrical triangle up there. It broke down, but we're going the range system in XLM, and you can see how powerful and super and simple this is to follow, and how this gives you by far the best TA in the business. If you just follow the range system, when it comes to a ring and it crosses it, it's probably going to fall and get rejected and go to the next ring, right? Then they fall, they back test, they crash. Ring to ring. Look at this. Let's just diagnose this out and take a quick peek at this before I got to unload the coffee that I just bought. And there is breaking news. Vincenzo's Gold Crypto Investing will be live from opening day at Comerica Park in downtown Detroit in the suite, the corporate suite at our office, right? We're going to be going there for opening day. So that's going to be fun. We'll be broadcasting live from Comerica Park, opening day for the Detroit Tigers, the Fighting Tigers over there. I don't know who the manager is, or I would say his name. From the suite on the third base side in downtown Detroit. So that'll be nice. Be home. Go to the casino. But you see, we got the ring. Then we got rejected. Fell through. Came to the next ring. Got supported. Briefly fell through. Back tested it. Rejected. Right? Fell through, came to the next. Oh, God, it like knows every time I'm doing this to put this shit right there. Fell through, right? Came to the next ring, did the same thing, briefly bounced up, fell through, it back tested, it got rejected, came all the way down to the next ring, rode it up, came down, back tested, it fell through. Then you see when it back tested the ring on the flip side, rejection, and now we're trading back down to the next ring. Look at that. And then now we've traded through. And now the next logical ring that we've been calling is on a breakdown, the 10-cent ring. This ring system we've been playing in XLM since October of 2021. This blue ring has been on there. If you watch the XLM video since October of 2021, they have not changed. They work beautifully. And this is another reason you need to be part of Jabroni Killers, because it makes it super simple and easy with a volume indicator as an indicator that we use. Our fib circles, right? The 50, the 100, and the 200-day moving average, the volume profile, and then we draw the patterns out in the technical patterns when they're there, when we identify the correct one and don't get fleece heisted and shysted, and we overt and sovert the overters and soverters, just like people that have been following know to be out of Dent, known to be out of XRP, known to be out of XLM for the better majority, besides a few brief swing opportunities the last 11 months, because it's been all bearish, and these coins are all down 75, 80% from those peaks 11 months ago. And Vincenzo's Gold Crypto Investing is showing you once again why we're the most trusted source in cryptocurrency and blockchain technology, as we don't hustle, we don't fleece, heist, and shice. We're no charlatans. We call out the charlatans, and we bring out the truth back into cryptocurrency and news. In politics news, in the stock market news, we call out truth, because when you think Vincenzo's Gold Crypto Investing, you think Vincenzo's gold standard approach, where we're based on truth and integrity, right? And that's what you think of as your most trusted source, truth and integrity when it comes to what we're reporting and it comes out of this station. Peace and love to my beautiful members.